It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got the Black Knights' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a busy week last week, finishing with over 170 yards. It's the Black Knights and the Orbits on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the gold rush city of Sacramento. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Black Knights of Buenos Aires taking on the Orbits of Sacramento. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Argentinians, you have to wonder where their heads are at as they come in winless on the year at 0-10.
I think a lot of people expect
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play number with 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL at stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, look at the juke. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And touchdown! A medium. They dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Orbits are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, All those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Back to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Over the middle, it's complete.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Orbits have opened the lead up to 30.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And 5 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This time they stay on the ground, and this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8.
The pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. That is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Orbits take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First down, Buenos Aires.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The 35-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
No gain on the screen there and second down.
To number 21. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Black Knights.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Black Knights get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
14.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And they'll begin by running the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The offense on third down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw here.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is